This corruption is gonna stop. It's pushing good people over the top. It's causing pain they don't deserve. These fucking judges, what a nerve. I can smell the smoke in the air. People losing their lives every day. We can't stand for this bullshit game. It's time to light this shit on fire. Let's burn the bitch down. They take our lives. Let's burn the bitch down. It should be no surprise. Let's burn the bitch down. They deserve what they get. Let's burn the bitch down. There is no regret. They're taking kids, ruining their future, making dads run scared through the fire. The court's destroying families, they're such a liar. When the days turn into the nights, they give up, they have no fight. When you break the man, you take his soul. When you take his child, consider yourself told. Let's burn the bitch down. They cause our pain. Let's burn the bitch down. We're not insane. Let's burn the bitch down. They had their chance. Let's burn the bitch down. We show our stance. We won't stand for this anymore. Here I am, let's settle the score. I don't wanna bust your balls. Your Honor, you need to fall. You lie almost every day. Pissed off parents are on their way. You can get away with this anymore. Run scared when they pound on the door. You think this is a joke? You'll know better when you smell the smoke. We won't stand for this anymore. We are parents headed to war. Let's burn the bitch down. Whoa. Let's burn the bitch down. Whoa. Let's burn the bitch
We know it's all about the money, we know they lie, we know this is corruption. Does CPS know what they are doing to the children?
won't stand for corruption. We won't stand for stealing kids. This is the Tiff and the Punisher podcast, now joined by the angry citizen. This is a powerful trio, set out to spread the Constitution. This is a powerful trio, set out to stop the evil CPS.
We won't stand for corruption, and we won't stand for stealing kids. This is the Tiff and the Punisher podcast, now joined by the angry citizen.
Hey, surprise! It's early.
Hello, hello.
Looky who we have here. Looky, we got Hooky. Actually, it's the Angry Citizen. What's
Tiff
up?
and the Punisher podcast, now joined by the Angry Citizen.
And I am wearing a suit. Vest, that is.
Yeah, that's a very formal look for you, Darren.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. This is actually a Ralph Lauren. This is a very nice vest. I think I paid $400 for this vest.
All right.
Yeah. At one point in time, I did wear a suit.
And some cufflinks.
Well, I need to have sleeves for the cufflinks, Dana. This is how I wear the vest. When I go out in suit attire, I do
So we
have
see.
a jacket with sleeve. But
So we see. So, how are you, Darren? I've asked you this, and we had a conversation about it, but the viewers were not privy to our conversation. So, not to ignore your co-host Tiffany, but rather, how are you, Darren?
oh, I am upright and taking nourishment, Dana. Thank you for being concerned. How about yourself, Dana?
I am upright and taking nourishment. Darren and I are both going through a very difficult time. For the viewers who don't know what we're dancing around, the subject we're dancing around here. And we discussed something recently, which was literally the reason I contacted Darren and said, "Are you streaming tonight?" And I want to jump on, and we're going to talk about something really important. So I have a sister who's a year older than I am, and we've had a very severe falling out recently. And many people in America have had this experience recently, haven't we?
Yes.
And Darren literally shared with me a similar experience that he's had.
66% of us on this show are experiencing this.
My sister was someone I would have taken a bullet for, literally dove on top of her if someone was trying to fill her with bullets. And she told me recently, well, she said, first of all, she thought maybe I was a Trump supporter, which is ironic because I'm not a Trump supporter. I just sometimes he says stuff I like, and when he says stuff I like, I go, yeah, I agree, right? And sometimes I put up posts on Facebook. I put up quite a few recently, and I said, I'm not a Trump supporter, but he did this thing, or he said this thing, or he's doing this or that. I agree with these things. So she was really upset with me, and she contacted me, and literally the very first thing she said was, well, I'm trying to decide if I want to have a relationship with you. This is my sister I've known for all my life, 6 fucking decades, deciding if she wants to have a relationship with me because she thinks maybe I voted for Donald Trump. Now, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Right? Who cares? Is that really a thing you want to say? Well, I don't ever want to know you again. You're a vile, horrible human being. Known me all my life. So we tried to talk about it, but it didn't go well. And she's avoiding a lot of unpleasant truths, and a lot of what she said was completely unfounded. I said to her, well, what horrible thing did Donald Trump do? And folks, to the viewers out there, I can tell you some things Donald Trump has done that I do have a problem with, and I'll tell you why. But most of the people that hate him don't know why they hate him. They hate him because someone told them to hate him, and they're mighty mad. They're very, very, very angry. No kings, no kings, no kings. Every previous president did the same thing. Issued executive orders like they were freaking candy on Halloween, just whipping those things right off, right? And so, but now they're mad at Donald Trump, and if you dare to say that he says something you agree with, they hate your guts. You're a vile. She kept talking about harm. He's all about harm. He's harming women. And then recently, because of a personal situation I'm not going into, she contacted me, and she literally told me I am a terrible father. I'm a terrible father to my son. This is what my own sister said to me recently. So, that's why I was off last week, and that's why I told Darren, I'm sorry, I can't do this. I can't be on here. I can't face people. I can't talk because I'm so angry and hurt. And Darren, you told me about you'd had a similar experience. I don't know if you want to share that with the viewers, or
I don't know why my brother's not speaking to me, to be honest. I don't know. I don't even have an answer for it. I wish I did. I wish I did have a solution. But as my mom is yelling in the background, going, he's a Democrat. But that has nothing to do with it, I don't believe. But it seems like there's some sort of common degree of this, that I cannot believe that family would give up relationships over a political staging point, let alone just give up any family for anything at all. I mean, that's your family.
And they cannot articulate an actual, factual, rational reason. So why are you so angry? They're so angry. And this has happened recently with not just my sister, but with other people, women that are close to me in my life, that were very, 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 very angry when he won the election, and they were up in arms and so just spitting mad. And I tried to engage them in a rational dialogue, and it was almost impossible.
Well, look at Charlie Kirk.
I said, like, what harm? What harm? And she immediately told me that some woman somewhere apparently died because she was denied a so-called abortion, which in my world is baby murder. I'm sorry, you can disagree with me all day, but that's it. You're ripping apart a living baby out of there, hauling it out piece by piece because it's inconvenient to you, not because you were raped by your dad. Let's face it, most of the times because it's just inconvenient. You just don't want to have a baby right now.
Right.
Okay. And she's very pro abortion, baby murder.
Right.
And I wasn't judging her, but she claimed that some woman somewhere was denied an abortion and died, and somehow she blamed Donald Trump.
Donald Trump for it. Yep.
I don't get it. She's nuts. And I said, you can hate Donald Trump all day, and I'll listen to you. Maybe you have legitimate reason to hate him. I don't know, but he didn't have anything to do with that, and I didn't even know that it happened. This actually happened somewhere, because can't you get an emergency C-section anytime?
Right. It's not like Donald Trump. Hold on a second. Hold on. Your background is way loud.
Is that Tiff, or is that you with the loud background?
Is it you? No, it's you, I think.
turn it down.
Everybody run.
It might be King. So,
Yeah, it said everybody.
so
run.
that supposed a lady that was supposed to come out of Texas. Okay, that never happened. Okay,
I
it
couldn't
never
track it down.
happened
I tried to track it down and I couldn't.
because it didn't happen.
I
It
believe
was
you.
started by the
It
Democrats.
makes no sense. Makes no sense.
So I'm gonna ask you two something because I got to tell you, I will cut family.
Mhm.
Okay,
You have to.
they
You have to.
have
If they're going to attack you.
fucking done to me, right? So I look at it like that's not a me problem, that's a you problem, right? That's their problem. Because if they can't rationalize what they've done to you, that's not.
If you can't rationalize what you've done to them, it's not your fault, right? Like that's just it, right? Like it makes no sense.
Yeah.
To be able to have an opinion, to be able to have an opinion is to be able to have an opinion, period.
Yeah, and it's not like you suddenly become a different person. Like they've known you all your life, and now today,
Right.
all of a sudden, they find out that Donald Trump said we should reinforce our borders, and you said, "I believe you, Donald Trump, and I like that
And all of a
idea."
sudden you're Donald Trump, yes.
And
right.
now all of a sudden you are a scumbag. You are now
Right.
raping Girl Scouts on
Yep.
the White House lawn.
Mm-hmm. And again, that's the wrong party there
They're
too.
nuts. They're deranged.
Mm-hmm.
So
They're out of control.
yeah. So
They're out of
this is where we are. This is where we are as a nation. This is where we are because we've seen this happen. The COVID scam was a giant litmus test.
But this is the test now. But here's the thing, Dana. This is the test now. Here it is right here. Are you a bad parent if CPS came and took your kid? Are you a piece of shit? Or
No.
are you a decent parent? This is the litmus test, right? Because we all know that this is how they're going to gauge it, right? Like
there's
if
no
you go out to
correlation.
the majority of the world and you say that you lost your kid to CPS, what does the majority of the world think of you?
Well, yeah, they think that you must be a drug dealing, murdering psychopath or whatever. They're
Right.
immediately condemn you.
Right.
But that's because they haven't been involved and they haven't known people who were involved. And I've never been involved myself personally.
Right.
I've known people like you
Mhm.
and Tiff who have.
Mhm.
And I immediately am offended as an American that
Right.
so-called authorities can simply say our agents are going to kidnap your children, and yeah, that's the word I use because
Right.
that is
But
the
hey,
appropriate
well, hold
thing
up. If you
to
said that to
done.
your sister, if you say that to your sister, those words exactly to your sister, what would she say?
She would just lose her mind. That's what she does. When we've tried to talk and she just loses her mind and starts spouting nonsense, and she starts talking about your truth and my truth aren't the same thing. I have my truth and you have your truth, and no, there's
And that's
the
the
truth
whole.
is the truth.
That's
It
the whole
doesn't
problem.
vary from person to person.
That's the whole problem with this
the
movement.
truth.
This is why this movement is so hard to get nailed down. Tiff's been doing it for 30 years. I've been doing it. This is why, because people. I used to be the same way. I'll admit it. If you told me 6 years ago that you lost your kid to CPS, I'd turn right around. I'm like, that guy's a piece of shit. Look at them. And that would have been me. Absolutely. Because no one's educating. And even if they are trying to educate, no one's listening to the education. It's not happening. There's too many people out there that think that this is.
Few are listening.
Few
are
right.
listening.
Right.
Yes.
Very few.
Yeah. So, but we're growing.
Right. We're up to 6.
You are helping that. You are doing a lot of important work there, growing this awareness.
I don't know. There's some days that I wonder. There's some days that I do wonder. I know that Tiff and I put in a lot of hard work in this, and some days I wonder if it's helping or hurting, or if it's
helping. It's helping. It's never what we want. It's never a vindication, an immediate, holding everyone accountable. It doesn't work that way. But we're pushing forward. So, and I'm here with you, brother.
No, and we appreciate that. I mean, you're one of the good ones, man. The people that it just, you have no business or need to be here. You've got your kids. You're fine.
They are my kids. That's my
Right.
point. I've said this a million times.
You don't have to be here with
Your
us,
child,
but you choose it,
they can
and that's
happen to
fucking awesome.
mine. So even if I didn't like you, even if I thought that Darren Guay is a vile, scurrilous knave, okay, I would still be here helping you.
Well, that's great, and I'm glad that you would be, but it wouldn't be me. But it's this is the problem, though. This is the problem, is that so many people look down on those that have been affected by CPS, and everybody thinks that they've got an answer for something that they don't know anything about.
Yes.
That's the other problem. There are so many people out here in this movement that are trying to save the damn world, and they don't even know what's in this world. They're casting out all kinds of ideas and this, that, and this. How the hell do they know? How are all these people throwing out all these ideas for people in the foster care system? They themselves have never been through the foster care system. Don't even know what it is or what it's like to be like. That stuff's for Fostering Realities, Derek. That's his stuff to come up with. He's the one that lived that system without a family. He's the one that came through all those treacherous times and, through 14 families. And that's true story and all that shit. That stuff is for him to decide, not someone schmuck that hasn't ever been through the system, because how the hell do they even know what these people need? That's where this is all ass backwards, and the people are in the wrong places, and all of this thing's just a big whammo. Now you got everybody fighting against each other. They're winning. They are winning. They're doing exactly what they want us to do. Let's fight amongst each other. They put their plants in there, here and there. We all know that there are plants in here. We know this. It's just a matter of who they are, and they do it all the time. But that's it. They're getting away with it right now. They are winning.
Yeah. Discord is the devil's favorite tool. Get your enemies to fight among themselves. You never have to fight yourself. Yep. Just let your enemies hack at each other. And here in Maine, especially, we've been guilty of this. Here in Maine, especially, we just cannot get our shit together as patriots and unite under the Constitution and hold everyone accountable for all of the unlawful actions they've committed, especially the people in our government. We just can't do it. And there's a lot of people out there that are trying, but they don't work together well. I know, because, half of them won't talk to me. They won't talk to me. They won't help me with my events. And I'm trying to help people with their events. They ignore me. They act like they're, there are people in Maine doing lots of things that are really helpful to we the people. And when I'm trying to talk to them to help them hype their events and potentially like live stream it and so forth, they won't give me the time of day. They don't return my calls. They're not interested in me at all unless I can, I don't know, give them money or something. I don't know what they want, honestly. It's really sad.
Yep. What do you got to say, Jeff? Come on.
You brought up some comments here, Darren?
Let me see here. They say hello. John says valued 2-0, so it is good to be mad and disrespectful.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Mom! Mom!
Ma!
Mom!
Mom! Mom! Mom! Mom! Mom! Yes,
Hold
Jeff.
on.
Signing in.
Okay. My computer's being really slow tonight. What I have to say is I've been doing this almost 30 years. I have never ever promised anyone anything. I have never given people false hope, because I'm just blunt about the shit. I mean, yeah, maybe. Do you want your kid back? It drives me nuts, and I don't get into Facebook drama. I can't stand it. But the Facebook drama and all these promises and people asking for money, and we have the same information and we give it out free, it just drives me nuts.
Right. And then here's the other thing is we all We give our heart and soul to this thing Monday through Friday.
But I will say this. I was talking to a lady today.
You're talking about?
Who, me?
Go ahead. Yeah, you were talking to what? Go on.
My computer's being really stupid. So I was talking to a lady. I was talking to, she was like, well, if it was me doing everything, I could to get my kid back, like all the bullshit they put you through.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing that popped in my head was, what's your and
Yep.
put you under a court order and see if you can get all the shit
Yeah.
done.
Ugh. They're pinging on Tiff now.
You gotta stop talking politics on me.
But see, she's scared.
Danger.
I wish I knew what she said because it felt very heartfelt. Don't you think, Dana?
Yes. Poor Tiff.
Damn it, Tiff. That was such a good thing you just said, but we didn't hear it.
But you're freezing up like a lot, and you've said twice that your computer's glitching, and we know, so that's unfortunate.
I know.
And what you said was really heartfelt and powerful, and we both heard a lot of it. I'm sure the viewers heard a lot of it, but unfortunately, not quite
Not
everything.
enough. So anyway, Tiff, go on. Finish what you're saying now.
You have to type all this up and send it in an email.
I said the first that popped into my head was address, and let me send CPS to your house and put you under court orders and let you do the bullshit that they want to do. Let's see how much you would really want to do that shit.
Yep. How much you would get done. Yep.
We did hear that, and that's a very powerful phrase. What you just said is super powerful.
Good. How about this? Hey, Your Honor, it's 8:00 in the morning. You need to go have a drug test by 10:00 this morning. Otherwise, we're going to say that you are you're doing drugs. You don't make it. That's how that one works, right? Hey, Your Honor, this is your caseworker here. You better hurry up and get down and get that hair follicle test by 1:00. Well, I can't do that. I have a court that I have to, mediate until 4:00. Well, that doesn't matter. If you're not there by 1:00, then we're going to find you guilty. How about that, Judge? You want to do that, Judge? That's it. These things that they're handing out are not even close to being achievable in a lot of situations. Again, by uneducated people.
And it's
Mom.
and then we were in a meeting today.
I got it.
Nuts. And then we were in a meeting today, and even these
Lewis, Mom, Mommy, Mama, Mama.
what?
Hi.
Oh, Tiff. Oh, you love it. It's baby shark time. Yeah. So anyway, at the end of the day, the problem is there's just too many idiots in the world, and it doesn't matter whether you're right, wrong, black, white, up, down, gay, straight, yellow, black, orange, green, purple, pink, this, that, or the other. There's just assholes in the world, and we're never going to get rid of that. So, you know what? If they don't like us, they don't like what we do, then like Tiff says, that sounds like a their problem, not ours, Dana.
Well said.
I
That's
learned
the
that.
quote of
I
the
learned
day
that.
right there. Tiff says, that sounds like a their problem,
That's it.
not an our problem.
That's right. That's exactly how we're going to say it from now on. I bet it has a little bird with it too. Do you do that, Tiff? Does that come with that saying? It's got to get the flick. I wonder what the hell she's doing there. She's got some sort of crazy smile on her
Move off
face.
into the
Like she's going to
music.
throw a
Got
Molotov
something going
cocktail
on.
at us.
No one can hear you, Tiff.
Oh, no compadre answer. She's muted out.
She's not talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are not ADA compliant with this because she's not signing us. We have to get Henry in here. Oh, her mic froze.
Yep.
Oh, and so did she. She's gone now.
No, she's off.
Hmm.
All right. Well, good talk,
Just
Darren.
two of us. Yep. She was out of here. She left. So, anyway, back at the ranch. So, Dana, did you see Donald Trump's speech the other day?
No, I've not watched Donald in a while. I've been very away from all news for a while.
Well, we watched it last night, and there was a sentence that was said in there that's very concerning to me. And that was when he said, he was talking about how they're going to do all these great, wonderful things for the foster care system, right? And they're going to spend all this money in getting these kids to, give them college and housing and this and SNAP and food and all this stuff that they're not given when they leave the foster care system now. So basically saying, like, here you go, foster care people. We screwed up so bad that we're going to bribe you and say, okay, here's some housing, and we're going to put you on welfare for the rest of your life because you're traumatized so badly from what we did to you that we figure at least this is somewhat of a living and you're not going to be on the streets like statistics show. So it's that. But Donald Trump said something worrisome to me. Not to me, to the people. He said, which maybe he was speaking to me, I don't know. But he said, well, like this has helped so many kids in the foster care system. And it's going to help so many, many more of them that are going to come through. Something along that, I don't quote me on the way he said it, but it was along the lines that to me, it sounded like what he was insinuating was an open house freaking kid extravaganza. That's what I was thinking the way he said it. Now, others said maybe he was warning. Others were saying maybe he was doing this or that. It sounded to me, man, like he was pretty much throwing his hands up saying, there's nothing much I can do about this, America. These kids are going to come through foster care. So we might as well do the best that I can with the tools that I've got to do this. So we're going to buy them out instead. And that's what we're going to do. But watch out, they're coming. That's what I think. That's what I got out of it.
Yeah, I have no comment on that.
Right, because you didn't see it. But if I were to say, Dana, you really made a lot of money yesterday. And boy, there's going to be a lot more that need that coming through. What are you thinking? Did you need to watch out because there's going to be a lot more money to be, right? Like that's just, there's no other way that you can think about it.
Yeah, I mean, I would have to hear exactly what he said to give a fair analysis of it. All I can tell you is that I have been harshly critical of Donald Trump at times and suffered a lot of wrath from people for it. And I've been supportive of him when he's said things I approve of and been harshly condemned for that.
Mm-hmm.
And I have never arrived at a point where I either give him blanket trust or don't. I analyze everything he says as carefully as I can and try to decide, does it make sense or not to me based on the facts. So a lot of what he's done gives me pause. Okay, we were supposed to have Doge. We were supposed to have a giant cleansing of our government. All the bureaucracies and bullshit and red tape and agencies that we, the people, are paying for that we literally don't need. We're supposed to be purged away, and they weren't.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't.
Right.
So that gives me huge pause. He told Hillary Clinton that if he were president, she'd be in jail. Well, you've been president twice now, and I don't see Hillary Clinton in jail. So I call bullshit on that.
Mm-hmm.
When he said we should secure our borders, I said, yes, I agree with you, we should. And even if someone isn't your ally, maybe that person is your enemy, and they suggest you all work together to do something that helps everyone, I'm going to go yes. So I'm not going to decide if I love or hate Donald Trump. I'm not going to decide, does he tell the truth about everything, or is he a scoundrel? Because it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, he proposes something. We, the people, view it very rationally and very objectively and decide if it's something we support or if it's something we oppose. So still waiting for the Epstein files to be made available. Okay, so I call giant, steaming, heaping crock of bullshit on that. Show me the damn files. Okay, he talked about a Democratic hoax, and he was very scoffing and indignant that someone was bringing this up as if somehow they were being a real jerk. Are we still talking about that? Yeah, Donald fucking Trump. We're still talking about the fact that a very wealthy individual ran his own private island, which apparently had a plane that flew people of celebrities. I'm told Bill Gates was there. I'm told George Clooney was there. I'm told Barack Obama was there, and maybe they were.
Clinton was there.
I want to know, and I deserve to know. And we, the people of America, all need to ask ourselves collectively, who the fuck are these people to tell us we're not allowed to know? How did they get put in charge of this information? How did they get put in charge of this information and then tell we, the people?
Here's a question. Here's a question for you.
See them.
Where are the parents of these children that were brought to the Epstein Island? Where are these parents?
Yeah, we the people have every right to know. They don't have any right to tell us what we are and are not allowed to know. That's just.
Wouldn't you think that if it was your kid that was at Epstein Island, that you would be on the front page of every paper trying to chew your way through the fences and get to the people that did this to your daughter?
Yep.
Where are the parents?
Well, most of the whole sex traffic, you're getting into a giant subject, and a new subject, the whole sex trafficking subject, which is a painful subject.
You brought up
the abandoned children, runaways. There's a ocean of abandoned children out there. So,
but there again, though. But where are these parents? Where are? I mean, we've seen some. Unfortunately, I saw that the biggest person that was fighting for the whole Epstein rigmarole. I see that she just passed away. I don't know if she unalived. I don't know what happened to her. I don't know if she had cancer or something, but she was like one of the biggest players, and I saw that she'd passed away. And that's really sad that she did. However, my problem with her is she didn't come out until the money was gone. She didn't come out until the trips around the world and the high educations and all of these things. You know what I mean? Like, here's my problem with a lot of this stuff is that why is it when it was happening, was this not reported? Why is this reported after the fact? Now, there were parents that did report it right away. I've heard those tapes. And yes, but the majority of these people didn't come out until after the fact. And why? Because was it that big of a scandal that it warranted what it got, or did it just become a scandal? Did it just become a scandal because there were famous people involved?
I mean, it's a very, very tough question, Darren. Super tough and complicated question. It's very dangerous to speak out against the wealthy elites. We all know
because
this.
These things are happening in neighborhoods around us, all around this country. These sex trafficking rings, this gang rape, all of this stuff is going on in this country every day, every second of every day. And the more kids that get taken by CPS, the more and more this is happening.
Yep.
And those kids that this is happening to are probably twice. They're not getting these official around the world tours of Paris and art schools and all of this, which most of the ones that were involved in Epstein's were getting. No, these poor kids are pregnant, beat up, murdered, all of this stuff.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So like, this is only a big deal because these people that are involved in it have big names. And it's not that they're going after the victims aren't the ones that the spotlight is hitting. The spotlight is still hitting the celebrities. It's not going after and helping the children that were harmed in this situation. It's who was it? Who did this? Which people were there? Who was there? Not how's little Sally Jane that got raped 75 times by this old disgusting piece of shit, that can't even leave her dark bedroom anymore and can drink soup out of a fucking straw because she got her head caved in by these bastards. And why is that not the story? Not, was Donald Trump there on the Lolita one? Was that happening? Why is that not the story?
Yeah, because the devil controls the media. The devil controls the narrative. The so-called news is whatever the Ministry of Propaganda wants us to believe, or at least it has been until
Poor Allie Carter sits there day in and day out and screams the atrocities that these people did to her.
Yep.
And you know what? People click the channel and don't want to watch her. She's too harsh. She's too this. She's too that. Well, isn't that too bad that her poor little rough life was surrounded by these atrocities? That's just too bad, people. Too bad. What do you want this to be an okay? She was sexually trafficked when she was a kid. Oh, okay, good. Nice. Come on, come with me. No, this is a horrific thing that they're doing to these people. And they're doing it to the kids that this country is stealing.
Yeah.
But we don't want to talk about that. Look at the numbers just drop down. We start talking like this. We don't want to talk about that. I hate CPS, but I don't hate them that much. Come on, man. This is where the line is drawn. This is where men and boys and all that shit that you talk about. Because what's the reality of CPS is what I just said. That's the real thing that's happening. Do we want to talk numbers? Sure. They're all happy. They're proud. They're impressed. 20,000 kids last year. Aged out, adopted out. 20,000, huh? Out of 500,000 that you took in. This one year. So you got 20,000 out. Well, let's span that of 18 years. How many is that? 18 times 500,000. Well, that's 9 million, right? Let's just roughly say 9 million kids over 18 years. I know the number's higher, but let's just say 9 million, right?
Yep.
And then 20,000 kids a year. Congratulations. So 20 times 18,000. 18 is 36,000, right? 36,000, 360,000, probably 360, right? Where the fuck are the rest of the kids, man? So 360,000 get themselves out of there. Where the hell are the rest of the 9 million? So let's be happy about the squabbly 20,000 that we got out of the system last year, because this number doesn't stop. This number doesn't take a pause. This number doesn't do any of that. CPS works 24/7, 365, man. And I bet you they ain't had a fucking day off in years. So where are the rest of these kids? Someone's got an answer. Someone has an answer somewhere, dude. There is an answer. And who's got that answer? Well, it's definitely not Jeffrey Epstein. I mean, he just had a little piddly island. He's a nobody.
No, he does. Jeffrey Epstein is alive and well somewhere. If anyone thinks otherwise,
of course he is.
I don't know how you can arrive at that conclusion.
Of course he is. And this world is so crazy now, dude, that he probably wasn't even a real person. He probably was the plant from the government the whole time to get all these people involved in this.
Who knows?
Who knows? Right. Well, never just Charlie
illusion and
God
AI.
Bless his soul. God bless his soul. And, if he's dead, he's dead. Charlie Kirk. I don't believe Charlie Kirk's dead.
No, that was an entire sham, an illusion. His microphone exploded. Did you see the slow motion video? He's got a microphone about on his shirt, and the microphone shoots up like this way, like this, right?
Yeah.
The microphone shoots out like this out of his shirt, like this.
Yeah, when they showed it frame for frame.
It's all BS.
Yeah.
It's all an illusion.
But this is what I'm saying is that, and you know what? The funnier thing is, and it's not funny at all, really, but the Bible says this stuff, man. And so did Barack Obama say that when you can start making everybody not believe the media and all that stuff, you've won. You have begun the beginning of dismantling a society. Have you ever seen this speech when he talks about that?
Believe the evidence of your eyes and ears. Right?
Have you seen that speech when Barack Obama says that?
No.
Oh boy, let me find this. You need to bring this up, man, because this is some messed up stuff, man. But here's the thing. He's right on. He's dead nuts, man. Let me see here. Barack Obama speech about taking over a society. They probably taken it down, I'm sure, right? Let me see. Let's see here. President, Roundabout, iconic impression. President surprise walk, live coverage. No, of course they're not gonna. Coming open mic. Let me see. Where is this here? Where is this here? Yeah. Let's see. Maybe I'm typing it wrong. Obama speaks about not trusting the news. Let's see if we'll do it. Let's see here. There's no interest in Obama. Oh, maybe this is it right here. Let's see here. Man, I really wish I could find this damn thing. Elsie Gabbard, I don't trust that. Secret Service detail. Mentors. Wow, that's nice. Autocracy. No, I don't know where it is, man. I don't know.
It's all right. Do it next time.
Yeah, right. I'll find out. I'll find out somewhere where it is. It's really quite a speech, man. It's really creepy. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe this is it. Let me see here. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Here we go. Let's start this thing over here. Check this out. Here we go. Oh, don't you dare.
Let's watch this video.
ChatGPT told me who the Antichrist is.
No, we're not doing that.
Populist appeals grounded in fear and bigotry and resentment have elevated leaders who, once they're in office, have sought to systematically undermine democratic institutions and entrench themselves in power. In my own country, the forces that unleashed mob violence on our capital are still churning out misinformation and conspiracy theories. For those of us who fervently believe in the ideals of democracy, the question is, how do we respond? And if nothing else, recent events should shake us out of complacency. Populist appeals grounded in fear and bigotry and resentment have elevated leaders who, once they're in office,
Well, that's this speech anyway. That's the
have
speech
sought
he's
to
talking about.
systematically undermine democratic institutions
But that's
and
what he does.
entrench themselves in power.
I wish that there was more.
In my own country,
I'll find it for everybody. So that's not quite it, but it's just crazy, absolutely crazy, disgusting, and all that good stuff. Our president. So, well, Dana, what do you think, buddy?
Well, Darren,
You'll be back tomorrow night, right?
I will be back tomorrow night. Let's do it again.
That's exciting. I'm excited for tomorrow night. I'm excited to see you 2 nights in a row. Be happy.
A lot more to say.
Yes, sir. And we will say it. So stay tuned, guys, for tomorrow night, phase 2. Good night, everybody. I'm trying, Dana. I'm trying.
I wander around my head feeling
fine, bro.
lost.
Keep it up.
It's been
Up
so
the effort.
long since I've seen you, I'm so depressed. I don't want to forget you, so I won't rest. This is my calling, this is God's test. I wonder why he chose this road for me. It's hard to think this is my destiny. But God, you the creator, you surely knows. So please explain the journey, let's go. You must have faith, that's all. God will not let you fall. For in the end there's a lesson. So keep the faith, keep on pressing. I think about you 100 times a day. It's no way to keep the pain away. I'm so scared of forgetting your smile. So I look at pictures of my child. It breaks my heart we lost her so young. We missed all the tender times, can't be redone. Please God, stop the pain, this is no fun. I know that God has the plan. I don't understand who I am. I do know I have the faith to pray to God from any place. Please God, make this pain end. It's a nightmare that should have never been. My faith in you is guiding my way. Excuse me, God, I have to say, give me back my baby, I'm not playing around. She's a piece of my life. I'll do anything for you now.
We know it's all about the money, we know they lie, we know this is corruption. Does CPS know what they are doing to the children?